I was born and raised in Shanghai, China. So I come to the United States when I was 18 years old. First landed in Little Rock, which is totally different than what I thought about the United States. I came to Fayetteville for school, finished undergraduate and graduate school at the U of A. Christianity was not really a big thing. I mean, when I was in school, I barely heard about Christianity. And then when I come to University of Arkansas, things are a lot different, right? People would approach to you, would tell you about Jesus. Well, they will first try to make friends with you. And then the next time they meet with you, they will ask you, hey, would you like to have a Bible study with me? So at the beginning, it made me a little bit uncomfortable because I thought, hey, we just want to be friends, right? What's going on? There was a iFriend program in international office. So as an international student, we were very involved. The program is help you to connect with a local residents. I sign up, I say, I want to meet someone who is interesting, someone who's knowledgeable, I can learn from this person. So a few weeks later, they introduced me to Travis.
When I met Wang and we started visiting with each other frequently, I decided I'm going to live the way I live and I'm going to talk about Jesus when I want to. I wasn't any more intentional than that. What I remember from the earlier times is how thirsty, hungry, whatever Wang was for anything. He was even curious about my religion and why it was so important to me. And so he did go to church a few times. And I do not remember exactly what point it was, and this may not be the exact quote, but at one time he said something to the effect, Travis, I really enjoy going to church and hearing the speaking and the singing and the people, but I don't know how to believe in Jesus. And I want to learn that. Can you help with that? Of course. And that's when we started reading, and it was just so impressive and touching how hungry he was for it. There was an ulterior motive earlier on, I think. He wanted to be a better person and a better leader, not that he wanted to know Jesus or come to Jesus.
While I was thinking about how to be a leader, the first thought I had was, to keep learning. That's what we did in the past, however many years, 20 years, 22 years, is keep learning. So that was the starting point for me to seeking God, and that's when God answered my prayer by offering me a lot of, great people started showing up around me. And then one night I was at a U of A campus. I just ran into this friend and we talked, and he said, hey, well, there's a great class in fellowship. It's called Panorama. He took the class a few months ago and he offered to say, hey, well, if you want to learn more about this, I can have a study with you every Monday night. I had a lot of questions about this, but at the same time, luckily, I had a lot of great people around me. They keep reminding me how much how God never failed us. So continue, take a leap of faith, and then you will be rewarded.
It was just gradual. I do not know when he started really believing. There was at some point of actually very quietly said, Travis, I think I'm a believer now. And it was tears came to me.
It's like Jesus come to me slowly, little by little. And every time he triggered me to think about something, and that something either read a new book, either talk to someone, either get involved in some activities, volunteers, or it helped me to realize, hey, Juan, maybe this is not a good way for you to do something. Maybe you should change a little bit. And that little bit just keep accumulating. And until one day I realized, hey, he actually changed me a lot. Slowly I realized this is not a work I can finish. To remove myself, it's God's work. That's how he worked on us. Then my first question is, how can I get a humility? So I spent a lot of time to talk with other people, to learn from them, to observing their life, their behaviors. But on the other side, I didn't really spend that much time to go out and to feed other people. Hey, maybe instead of just sit there and listen, can I really lead a study? Can I spend more time with kids? I might regret saying that, but hey, can I join a cell group and spend some time with these 7th or 8th grade kids? Lord God, I wish I pray that I will use this house for good. Either have friends over, have fellowship here, have great roommates who can impact me for good. And both of them have been such a great influence in my life. Both of them actually, they took me to the community group where I'm now. And also, by looking at, observing their life, it makes me think, okay, maybe I should do this. It will help me to grow the faith.